Alrighty guys, it is day one of the BMHL Cup playoffs in the Journey for Glory. Thank you all very much for tuning in. My name is Peter Zod, and welcome to Game 1 of the St. John Winterhawks and the Wheeling Thunderbirds. Two former affiliates, now foes. The number 3 seed St. John Winterhawks up against the number 6 last playoff team, the Wheeling Thunderbirds. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Who's excited? Let's get to it. Starting goaltenders for either end. Oh, we have to stop because the anthem is still there for some reason. Robberino is in net here for the Wheeling Thunderbirds. As we still have the national anthems there, so we don't know what's going on there, but Robberino is in net here for the Thunderbirds. And then on the other side, Mr. Reliable for the Winterhawks, Mr. Tornado, is in net here for the St. John Winterhawks. Once again, these guys are former foes. Well, now foes. They used to be Tier 1 and Tier 2 affiliates, with the Thunderbirds being the Tier 1 team. Now, the St. John Winterhawks are in Tier 1, looking to make their mark felt. As we are now all done with the national anthems finally, as the either side has finally broken up. Hopefully you guys are excited here.
It's time to get loud.
Former foes, excuse me, not former foes, former Tier 1 and Tier 2 affiliates are now playing each other in the playoffs. So, who do you guys have winning this one, folks? What is up, Nolan Sports Network? Appreciate you tuning in. Alright, we're underway finally as the national anthem got cleared away. Latang Build, the longtime owner of the BMHL, current BMHL champions, looking to defend their crown this year, is into the zone here with Haynes. They do not have Exalted right now, as Latang builds at the blue line. He's trying to take a shot. He's checked by Ninja Semyon, who was the overtime hero the other night for the St. John Winterhawks. And now there's a quick shot, but that one is stopped as Haynes got a quick shot away. Ninja Semyon, the hero the other night against the Sabertooths, and a massive win for the Winterhawks. He's going to dump it in the other way. I think for the first little bit, it's going to be both teams kind of feeling each other out as Pit Penguin is on the way here for the Thunderbirds. Itano checks him. Sorry, there's going to be a bit of a lag here. Lag spike for a minute. T-Birds are going to win. Okay. We'll note that down. As Sauce Oriole checks Gensel. I have no idea what is happening here. I keep lagging for some reason. But anyways, it's all good now, as I think it was the national anthems maybe causing a problem. So we'll see how this one ends up unfolding, as Haynes will just dump it in. Edge Goon will get a hold of it. I couldn't really see the name there for a minute. Regardless, it's on him, and Robberino gets his first touch as that one falls right in front of him, and he'll cover. They have JR as a player. Robberino is in the cage. Of course, he was a major part as to why they won last year. Obviously, not a lot of T-Birds players right now. Sure, they'll have more joining in very soon, as that one makes it to Robberino almost. But it's a save anyway, and JR will clear it down the ice and down. Trojan Horse Attack gets a hold of it. We'll get a piece of it down the ice as Elite. But here comes BK Knack, the potential Rookie of the Year. We still don't know yet until the awards, as Preds fan will shoot it down the ice now. The Winterhawks, the higher seed this year, and deservingly so, as Ninja Semyon was a huge part in that. 28 points for them. And Atano as well, with winning the Helping Hand Award with 12 assists on the year. So very impressive numbers from the probably most improved forward. As Elite heads the other way, or tried to. Jay Walkman will get a hold of it here for the Thunderbirds. Ninja Semyon gets it back, and he'll send it in. Preds fan blocks that down, but Itano gets it back. I am really not sure why I'm still lagging. This is kind of weird. I might have to rejoin here because it's not very seeable for me as it kind of goes everywhere. But it is looking like it is slowed down now as Letang gets a hold of it here for the Thunderbirds. He'll shoot it in wide of the net. Goes behind. Haynes will get a hold of it. He tried to center it, and Trojan Horse Attack took that pass away nicely. But now Haynes will get a hold of it here for the Thunderbirds. He's trying to turn. He's checked by Sauce Oriole. Sauce Oriole finds BK Knack nicely. Here comes BK Knack at the blue line. His shot goes wide. It hit the boards nicely, though, but the T-Birds handle that one nicely, and it'll be banked out by Seamed Hale, but only for a moment as here comes BK Knack trying to put it towards the net. He can't. Here comes Letang now. He'll let Haynes take over there and throw it at Trojan Horse Attack. It was supposed to go to Mr. Tornado, but Trojan got in the way. Pit Penguin gets a hold of it, and he will send it up to Haynes. It's a one-on-one here with Trojan Horse Attack. Here comes Haynes. Nice play by Trojan to keep him away for a moment. Here comes Haynes with a shot. It's knocked away by Trojan, I think, as no shots were added there. And now Seamed Hale. Nice poke on Ninja Semyon. Here comes Itano. Itano, the owner and potential owner of the year as well, as he has completely transformed that Tier 2 team to a Tier 1. An Elite Cup contender, for that matter. Jay Walkman will send it in. Trojan deflects it a little further away from his crease. He'll try to hit up the ice. He can. And now here comes Jay Walkman. And Mr. Tornado dives out to cover that one, as there was definitely a chance for a poke check there to get by him, but taking no chances will square that one away. It is a huge playoff crowd here. I was streaming the crew. I kept lagging. I think it's just because of the server. Like, oh yeah, that's probably why. It's not as laggy, so I think we're okay now, as my computer thankfully can handle a bit bigger of a crowd than what I used to have. Here comes Jay Walkman on the forecheck. He is unfortunately checked by Elite. And now Elite sends it up to Ninja Semyon. He took that pass nicely, but Preds will poke check him. Itano is at center. Jay Walkman will dump it in. Hopefully you all are enjoying your weekends as we just get the BMHL playoffs started. And Jay Walkman gets sent by Itano, as there's a massive hit laid by the Winterhawks owner. And now Trojan will recover it behind the net. It's knocked down by JR. Trojan keeps it away, and he'll send it down the ice. Of course, this is the first BMHL Tier 1 playoff game, so inevitably there's going to be lots of folks here. And of course, it's just the playoffs, so of course the audience always ramps up as it's best on best. Now here comes Haynes the other way. He's checked by BK Knack. Here he comes, 1-on-2. BK Knack's through. Here comes BK Knack, trying to get an F shot off, and Haynes came back nicely. Now here comes Soriel trying to get it towards the net. He can't, and Haynes will get a hold of it, but BK Knack checks him. BK Knack is still behind the cage. Haynes trying to clear it, and he will be able to, as once again, both teams are kind of feeling out the waters here, not really doing too much as of yet. But I am sure somebody's going to find some twine. Here comes BK Knack looking to find some, but he can't as it's blocked. And now Haynes, there's a shot, it hits the post. Rob Reno was bait there, but Sauce Oriole is held scoreless thanks to the crossbar. And now Ninja Semyon tried to pass it back. It's Edge Goon who gets a hold of it at center. He'll shoot it in wide to Roberino. Ninja Semyon tried to get a hold of it. It ended up coming to Letang, but he got it blocked. And now here comes another shot. Itano is stopped by Roberino. It ends up behind the net, and Roberino will go through the net and grab it. There's a nice shot there by Itano, but Roberino stands tall and keeps it out for the Thunderbirds for now. Once again, hopefully you all are enjoying the day one of the BMHL Cup playoffs so far. It looks like the Motor City Mustangs won their first matchup 3-0. And then the Ontario Otters won their first matchup as well 2-0. with Noobs being the MVP. I don't know the MVP of the game 1 of the Motor City game, but regardless, we're back to this game here as it's Tier 1 with Pit Penguin behind the net. He's checked by Ninja Semyon. Here comes Ninja Semyon off the post. Great chance for Ninja Semyon to open the scoring, and he's denied by the crossbar and Robberino, as there was a shot added, so it did hit his pad and off the post. So close chance there for the Winterhawks to get off and running, but nothing doing there yet. Now here comes another chance. Robberino is up to the task and covers. Once again, Robberino is the defending champion goalie with the Thunderbirds, and so is JR as well, for that matter, as he was the goaltender as well in that season 12, aka last year's run. They are looking to defend their crown, and the Winterhawks looking to make their mark felt this year and hoping to dethrone the champions. Viva Floyd in the corner, aka JR. BK next behind the net. He is checked by JR, and he'll send it up and down the ice. Full throttle lateral. A huge part in that Tier 2 championship for the Winterhawks last year as well, as seemed hail. Bad clearing attempt here. Here comes Sausorio trying to bank it in, and he can't, as that one's a little too tight. And that'll be Haynes who dumps it down the ice. I do feel like the Thunderbirds still aren't really doing enough here. Not sending enough attackers. Here comes Haynes with a shot. That one's blocked away. Here comes Letang with a shot. It's fanned on. Now here comes Haynes. Throwing it towards the net. Oh, what a save by Tornado. A huge reactionary save off the Z shot. Or the Z shot, as I should say. But a massive chance there for the Thunderbirds is stopped by Tornado. Seemed Hale tried to dump it down. Letang will help him out, as he's on Ninja Semyon, and now it's Haynes on him. Ninja Semyon's able to poke it away past him. Pit Penguin's there for the Thunderbirds, and it'll be sent out down the other way, where Letang will probably get onto it here first against Itano. Itano actually instead got to it first, and that'll hit Robberino there for a moment. And now here comes Ninja Semyon. Nice little move, trying to cut to the middle. He'll have a chance here. Here comes Itano. Oh, it's a big save made by Robberino again. He's a brick wall in the playoffs, and is certainly proving why he was the goaltender of the year last year. Ninja Semyon is in the corner. 1:10 to go here in the first period. It's some action-packed game 1 here between the Thunderbirds and the Winterhawks. As Letang heads off for a change, Gitano, nice little turn, takes the shot. It's blocked. I think that was blocked by Seamed Hale, and now it'll be out to center where Jay Walkman and Viva Floyd battling for it, and they will get a hold of it, as here comes Jay Walkman. He's looking to get towards the middle here. He's checked by Alita and Sausorio, but he'll get away from them. Tried to center it. He gets knocked over by Sausorio. And Mr. Tornado, taking no chances, will cover the puck. Wow. .1 to go here in the first period, is no score from either end as of yet. But the Thunderbirds are going to change that, as here comes Adderall. He'll clear it down the ice. As a nice pass to Sausorio. He'll pass it over to BK BK with a shot. Big save by Robberino. Rebounds loose. It's on the side of the net. Robberino trying to cover it again. And it's still loose, and it's cleared away by the Thunderbirds. Huge save by Robberino, as that one's cleared by Viva Floyd. Only for a moment, though, as now he'll fully get it down the ice. Once again, big save, Rob. Coming to life here for the Thunderbirds, as the Winterhawks have had multiple chances to open the scoring, but he has denied them so far. We'll see how long that lasts, if it will, as there's going to do it for the first period of the Tier 1 BMHL Cup playoffs. Zeros on the board, but certainly both sides have had chances. But the busier goaltender so far has been Robberino, And I don't think we should be too surprised about that, as on paper the better team is the Winterhawks after all. And so we shall see how this one goes. As keep in mind too, the Thunderbirds are also missing Exalted as of right now. So, but he could also join at any moment. As we're just about to get underway here with the second period. Really appreciate you all tuning in to the BMHL Cup playoffs. Once again, for those of you just joining, my name is Peter Zod, and you're tuning in on the World Sports Network. We are underway here with the second period with Etano getting a piece of it. Over to Ninja Semyon. Letang will check him. He's going to try and get through. He can't, as Etano checks him, and now here comes Haynes here for the Thunderbirds. He has had the best chance so far for them with a nice backhand low shot, but it was stopped. Now here comes Etano. He's checked by Letang, the veteran for the Thunderbirds, trying to make his presence felt. As here comes Etano off the right wing. His shot is stopped by Roberino, and he will cover. Once again, getting a lot of shots on him so far. But we'll see how he holds up. It looks like he's holding up really well so far, but you never know what can happen, as the Winterhawks have been very good to start this series. Haynes with a good poke check off the face-off as Ninja Semyon tried to get a shot on net. And that'll go into the corner where Ninja Semyon gets a piece of it. Nice backhand pass, and Etano couldn't get a piece of it. That'll be in the corner. And Haynes will clear it down the ice. Oh, yeah, so for those of you that are curious, we just filmed our podcast episode for episode number 2 and the last one for the BMHL regular season, for us at least. It's about 40 minutes, so unfortunately we went a little over. But again, there was a lot to cover, so that'll be coming out here fairly shortly. Or at least we'll see how long it might take me a little while to edit it, but we'll see what happens. Here comes Etano off the wing. His shot is just wide. And that'll get out into Pit Penguin. He can't clear it as he's checked by Sauce Oriole. Now here comes Sauce Oriole trying to cut through Seamed Hale. Nice play there by Seamed Hale. The defense so far, the Champions defense holding up well. Sauce Oriole is still being tied up there by JR and Jay Walkman, and it'll be cleared. As it makes it over to the line, it's Jay Walkman holding it in. Jay Walkman's gotta start, if you're the T-Birds here, you gotta start getting some shots on net. It's been a little while since you've had a shot. Gotta start getting them on. As it is cleared the other way. 8:06 to go here in the second. We're 2 minutes in. Shots so far 10-3 in favor of the Winterhawks. That one ended up on Roberino, but it was on the side of the net, so they're not going to count it as a shot on goal. Trojan will get a piece of it. He'll go off the glass and out, or thought he was going to go out. Now it will, as BKNAC will get a hold of it. Now here comes JR trying to walk through BKNAC. He can't, and it'll be sent back into the T-Birds defensive zone. As we have Comet joining us here in a minute. Yep. My father. We'll see, comment if you want to speak for a moment, and we'll see if the application is working here. Oh, nope, it's not picking it up. 1 second here. Let me switch it. It might not be on Discord. Nope, it is not. That would be why. All right, now try it.
Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Hey, there you go. All right, so obviously you're just joining us here. There's another shot on Roberino. He covers. So, even though you've just joined, what have you liked so far with the with this game that you've been seeing?
Winterhawks are lighting up off of this. My bad.
Absolutely. It has certainly been all Winterhawks right now. And it's a face-off win there for Jay Walkman, but Elite will check him. Now it's a centering pass again by Elite. That's knocked away. Now BK Knack takes the shot. It's just wide. Now Sauce Oriole will go behind the net there. Nice pass over to BK Knack. Potential Rookie of the Year candidate here. And probably will win it. As Jay Walkman, nice hit on BK Knack. And now Sauce Oriole trying to get it through the pile there. He can't as BK Knack gets a hold of it. So far, I'd say this has been a great start to the BMHL Cup playoffs. Glory awaits for the champion. As we got 5:37 to go here in the second period. The shots are 11-3 in favor of the Winterhawks. Here comes another one, but that one was wide from Sauce Oriole. And now it'll be out to center where Jay Walkman and Viva Floyd trying to get a hold of it. Here comes JR off the wing. JR is going to look to send it towards the net, or maybe a pass in the middle, but a little too much for Jay Walkman to handle. And now it'll be back in BK Knack's stick, but Jay Walkman does a nice job getting onto him. Viva Floyd does. There's a nice hit landed on Jay Walkman. That one hits BK Knack, and it'll go out of play. Well, I think we definitely have seen the physical play turn up a little bit here, Comet, so far, and I think it's been definitely good to see, because that's exactly what playoff hockey should be.
Most definitely. I agree with that statement 100%.
Alrighty, face-off one here by Jay Walkman as he heads off to get Haynes on the ice. Latangbill trying to get through Itano. He can't. As the Thunderbirds once again looking to defend their Tier 1 crown. As now a penalty. Gensel Build takes the first penalty of the series. And honestly, a bad penalty to take if you are Gensel, and he should know better considering he is a long-time veteran. Comet, you've seen a veteran. You've seen somebody like that as a veteran. That is just not a good penalty to take, especially since you're basically trailing in this game right now.
Oh yeah, but you cannot be taking those penalties, especially in crucial moments like this in a tie game. When you have as little offense as you have put up, you cannot be taking penalties like this.
Absolutely, especially considering they are missing Exalted right now, so that's a huge part of their offense. Not there. As here comes Itano with a wrap chance. He is denied there by Preds and Pit Penguin. Itano trying to get through that pile again. Everybody's collapsed back so far for the Thunderbirds as Haynes tries to clear it away from Ninja Semyon. He can't. And now it'll make it to the blue line where it'll be held in nicely by Edge Goon, but only for a moment as the Thunderbirds clear it down the ice. Oh boy, look out. That one ended up on Mr. Tornado. It'll count as a shot. And now here comes Ninja Semyon. Ninja Semyon looking to get his first goal of the series. He can't. And now it'll be Edge Goon. It's checked by Haynes as Haynes will try to dump it down the ice. Ninja Semyon does a nice job getting it back. And now he'll send it in deep. It's nice bank pass there to Itano, but he can't handle as it goes right through his stick. Now here comes Elite the other way. He's checked by Jay Walkman. And Jay Walkman will send him further back as that one makes it over to Full Throttle Adderall. 43 seconds to go here in the Winterhawks power play with Latangbill sitting in the box for interference. As Jay Walkman gets a hold of it here, he'll be able to dump it down the ice as that one makes it towards Elite, who will send it in deep for the Winterhawks as Pit Penguin gets a piece of it and he'll send it back down again. Jay Walkman's ahead of the play, but he can't handle it quite nicely as that one got through his stick a little bit. And now it'll be back to the Thunderbirds defensive zone here where Pit Penguin gets a hold of it and he'll send it back down again. 9 seconds to go here on the penalty to Latang. As that one's hit ahead by the Winterhawks. Here comes Sauce Oriole trying to get through. He can't. Jay Walkman will get checked by Sauce Oriole. Now Sauce Oriole trying to pry his way through. BK Knack will be able to as the power play's over. Winterhawks go 0 for 1. And the Thunderbirds go 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. BK Knack is in the corner. There's another hit landed by Gensel. This time it's not interference. As Latang will clear it down the ice. It's off Edge Goon. But he'll get a hold of it again and go off the boards and in where Ninja Semyon gets to it first. Here's Ninja Semyon. What a poke check by Seamed Hale. A very nice poke check there as that one was able to be kept away. Lucky there for the Thunderbirds as Ninja Semyon, probably not the guy you want to be given a chance to like that. Gets away with one there. Now here comes Haynes. Nice pass across. Letang takes the pass, but unfortunately Adderall was right there, so didn't have much room to go anywhere. And now it'll be Ninja Semyon. He's checked by Haynes. It's at the Thunderbirds blue line now. Ninja Semyon trying to get through Haynes again. He can as Haynes checks his man, and now here comes Haynes the other way. He's got Gensel right beside him. Gaetano comes back nicely, though, for the Winterhawks. Exalted has joined the building, folks, so there's a big piece of that Thunderbirds offense just coming here. As Ninja Semyon is checked by Haynes, and now he'll send it in deep. Full throttle Adderall behind the net. That pass can't be cleared away. Here comes Haynes off the wing. His shot is blocked by Adderall. Once again, a huge piece. Also a huge piece in the Season 11 champions in the St. Augustine Armada. That was led by Who's Galaxy and Full Throttle Caleb. Galaxy with the Sabertooth now. And Caleb is on the Tropics, if I'm not mistaken. No, not the Tropics. Oh god, why am I forgetting now? Isn't he... Where is he now, Comet? I'm totally forgetting.
You said Caleb?
Yeah, Full Throttle Caleb. I think he's either on the Tropics or the Sabertooth, if I'm not mistaken.
He's on the Saber.
I think he was on the Sabertooth. But I don't remember, unfortunately. We've got less than a minute to go here. What's that?
He is on the Sabertooth.
He is on the Sabertooth. Okay, I was correct in my judgment there. Less than a minute to go here in the second, folks. No score from either end, but we'll see what happens here. Is you never know what can happen in a game. Elite passes it up to Atano. Exalted's on him. Now here comes Atano with a chance. His backhand's a little too far wide. Exalted gets to it here for the Thunderbirds. He's going to get going the other way. Now he's going to have a chance off the left wing. His shot is just wide. Jay Walkman gets a hold of it here. His shot on the Tornado. That's a massive save there from him as that one hit the crossbar and his shoulder. And now here comes Exalted wraparound chance. Another save by Tornado. Massive save there. As the Thunderbirds have woken up a little bit here, and Exalted, once again, like I said, was a major piece in that Thunderbirds offense. And it's just proving why there. As there's 3 seconds to go here in the second period, and that is going to do it. Still knotted at zeros. And Comet, like I said earlier, Exalted is here, so that is going to be a big piece for the Winterhawks to be careful of. And I think if you're the Thunderbirds, you still can't be really too happy with your performance here. You're not really giving Tornado a lot to be concerned about. So, if you're the Thunderbirds, Comet, what do you got to do here to keep going and get more shots on him?
In my opinion, all they really got to do is keep up that pressure that they had at the very end of the second period. If they can keep up that pressure, I think they'll eventually do.
Absolutely. Alrighty, guys, who's ready for the third period? Who's going to take it? I want to see some predictions here in the comments. Pit Penguin is checked by Ninja Semyon. They're hard on the forecheck here, looking to get the lead possibly, but we'll see what happens as we are 20 seconds in here to the third period. Haynes will dump it down. It'll make it all the way to Trojan, where Letang will beat him out to that puck. Letang goes to the backhand. His shot is blocked. Now he'll be able to get it through the pile there, and he's going to keep it to the boards where Haynes will recover it here for the Thunderbirds. He tried to spin it around towards the net. It didn't make it. Now it'll make it to Letang. Letang Bill takes the shot. It's off the post. Now the rebound jumps down there. And the Thunderbirds veteran nearly had a huge scoring chance there, but no cigar for him as of right now. Now it'll be Haynes recovering here for the Thunderbirds. He's going to take his time before sending it up to Gensel. He's going to knock that down nicely. Gensel tried to get through. Edge Goon, he couldn't. Now here comes Gensel with a shot, another post. He's hit 2 posts. Will the third be the lucky charm? Find out very soon. Here comes Sauce-Oriel now. Sauce-Oriel! Oh, what a save by Roberino! Stonewall as he definitely had the chance there.
This fun little rivalry by history is getting really good here in these playoffs.
He has been historically really good in the playoffs. You are correct. So it's going to be pretty tough to beat him if you're the Winterhawks. But if you're the Thunderbirds, you got to support him and get some offense going. As the Winterhawks have had way more control than the Thunderbirds have. So we'll see if they can counter. Now that you've got Exalted here, we'll see if that makes a huge difference. So far, I would say it kind of has. Now, Jay Walkman into the zone with Exalted to his left, but he can't get it in deep, and now it'll be sent down right on Roberino, but Pit Penguin gets to it first before it even made it to him, but unfortunately didn't clear it. Here comes Sauce-Oriel now. Sauce-Oriel to the backhand. It's poke check by Pit Preds fan. Oh my goodness. Too many names there. Couldn't see all the P's. And now Trojan will dump it down the ice. Preds fan will quickly get it over to Jay Walkman, who gets it to Exalted. He's surrounded, but will not be able to get a hold of it as here comes Ninja Semyon, the breakout star for the Winterhawks. They're going to make his presence felt. Ninja Semyon scores! Ninja Semyon, who was a huge part in the Winterhawks run last year, has a huge goal, and it's 1-0 Winterhawks.
Beautiful shot by Ninja there. Just under the block.
Absolutely. Jab, delicate, deadly, Ninja Semyon is off and running. And the Winterhawks have a huge goal, and now the Thunderbirds trailing here 1-0. And honestly, comment, if you're a goaltender, you cannot blame Roberino. Whoa! A big chance here! They score again!
Ninja again, I think.
Itano! Pokes it by Roberino as that one got away from him! And 2 goals in 12 seconds! Itano! 2-0 Winterhawks! Wow. Just like that, the game can turn on a dime. And comment, if you're a goaltender, you're a goaltender here. That first goal against him, could you really blame him for that one?
More his fault.
But this one for sure is probably a little bit, considering it bounced right in front of him and couldn't really control that rebound. And now it'll be a 2-0 trailing are the defending champions. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they try to penetrate this Winterhawks defense, which so far has held up pretty well. But we shall see what happens. As Haynes is going to head the other way, he'll dump it in. That is one thing the Thunderbirds have just been doing, is just dumping it, not really looking for anything else, not looking straight towards the net, which I feel like is a bit of an error in my opinion, because if you get it straight towards the net, you get one back. You're right back in this game, but right now, you're kind of out of it because you're just dumping it past the goaltender. You're not really going after it because you don't have a player ahead of you, and I feel like that's a huge error. I think you'd agree with me there, Comet.
I would definitely agree with you.
Because obviously the Winterhawks right now have been the better team, and that one goes out of play here, so we can finish that thought a little bit as Haynes put it into where Termite is standing. And once again, I think the Winterhawks, I mean, again, we know they're on paper stronger, but the defending champions, there's always something about them that makes them stick around, and I think we'll probably see that with the Thunderbirds, but right now we're not.
This, especially that this is a rivalry series, I think Wheeling's going to try to show a little bit more fight in the latter part of the series.
Yep, we shall see what happens here as Exalted tried to get it over to Jay Walkman. That pass was blocked by BK Knack, but Exalted trying to get a hold of it here. Winterhawks seem to be headed straight towards the middle to try and clog it up. Here comes Exalted with a shot. That one's blocked by Trojan. But he put it right back to Exalted. Probably not the player you want to give anything to because he has well over 20 points this year for the Thunderbirds. So is their best offensive guy along with Haynes. And we've hit the 5-minute mark here as here comes a shot by BKNAC. It's just wide. Soriel now gets a hold of it off the right wing. His shot is stopped by Rob Reno. He was going to try and come out and cover it, but JR will clear it away from harm. BKNAC waiting for JR to poke it towards the boards. He'll now take advantage of it. Tries to do a bank shot there. Creative thinking, but it hit the side of the net. And now Exalted does a nice little bank to himself. But he's checked. Now here comes Exalted again. He might be able to break through this time. No. Soriel sends it the other way, but Exalted looking ahead the other way here for the Thunderbirds. Should probably put some more pressure on the Winterhawks here because they haven't really had much. And now it'll be sent towards the goal by Haynes, but it's wide. And Itano will get a hold of it and send it off the boards and down the ice to Ninja Semyon, who handles that pass nicely. What a move by Ninja Semyon. It gets towards Roberino. The rebound, they score! Itano strikes again! Itano doubles down! 3-0 Winterhawks! And you are right, Comet. What an impressive poke check there by Itano. And it's certainly looking like the Thunderbirds' chances at winning this one are slipping away. And Comet, if you're the Thunderbirds here, still got 5 minutes left. There still is a lot of game. But again, he's just not giving enough to support the Rob Reno right now, who has been bailing you out, because this game could have been well over before this.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most other goalies would crack under the amount of pressure he's received today.
For sure. Although I do think he's quite used to it, as last year he faced that pressure, and then even the season before that, season 11, he faced the same amount. So there is that to keep in mind. So, he is definitely not, what's the word I'm looking for? He's definitely used to the spotlight. We'll describe it that way. Esteemed Hale will send it up to Gensel. Looking to get something going here for the Thunderbirds as they've got 4 minutes to try and do something here. As BKNAC gets a hold of it here for the Winterhawks. He's going to head the other way. 1-on-2. Nice little poke check right through everybody. His shot is stopped by Rob Reno. Now the rebound again. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a save by Haynes. He kept it out with his poke check again. And St. Hale with a block. Wild action in the Thunderbirds crease. Haynes saved a goal there as that one got right by Rob Reno. My goodness. And if you're the Thunderbirds there, you're taking another sigh of relief because this one could have potentially run away from you. But at least at 3-0, it's not too much of a runaway as you can score 3 in a matter of time. As here comes another poke check. That one stopped by Rob Reno and it's kicked to the corner. Where Jay Walkman tries to clear it out. Thunderbirds under some hard pressure here like they have been all night. Here comes Soriel with a shot. It goes wide. And now Elite. Nice little turn. He'll come in off the right wing. His shot is stopped by Rob Reno as well. And it'll be cleared away.
Delayed reaction there by Robert Reno.
Yeah, that kind of was, actually. You are correct. Of course, you are a goaltender, so you will know that. As here comes Ninja Semyon trying to wrap it. It's stopped by Rob Reno again, and he will cover. Holy smokes, the Winterhawks have exploded here, and the Thunderbirds just haven't had an answer. Which is kind of surprising considering we all thought the Thunderbirds defense was at least fairly good, but I think we're kind of seeing where their weaknesses are right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Which, if you're going to even be alive in this series, you got to shore up. Here comes Itano now looking for a hat trick, but he can't as he's checked by Exalted. Now it'll be sent on to Esteemed Hale, but a nice rebound there for Ninja Semyon. Ninja Semyon, a huge save by Rob Reno again. 26 shots. 3 have only gone by him. So, I mean, not bad statistics so far, but again, not ideal if you're the Thunderbirds. And now here comes Zitano trying to get through again. He's checked, and now Edge Goon will get a piece of it. But it'll be sent back the other way by Letang. Haynes trying to get through Itano. Itano has 2 goals in a span of a few seconds. And now Haynes will get a hold of it. He's going to send it right on Tornado. Oh my goodness, it's loose in the crease. Nobody was there. That was going to be a sure goal for the Thunderbirds. But they let that one slide. Oh my goodness. What a chance there for the Thunderbirds. Now here comes Sauce Oriole with a nice little saucy move. Now he'll try and get through again, but Steamed Hale does a nice job keeping him to the outside. Haynes gets a hold of it. And he gets dicked by Sauce Oriole. JR will come in and help his teammate and clear it down the ice. Final 2 minutes of game number 1 between the Winterhawks and the Thunderbirds. So far, I would say the Winterhawks looking like they might sweep this one, but you never know what happens in game 2. Here comes Haynes the other way for the Thunderbirds. He gets decked! Completely stops the play there. Now here comes Letang. Off the wing. He's checked by Sauce Oriole. Now here comes Sauce Oriole with BK Knack. Sauce Oriole did a little too many stick handles, but it makes over to BK Knack anyway. But he's checked, and now it's the final minute of the 3rd period. 3-0 lead for the Winterhawks. Here comes BK Knack. His shot's wide. And now Jay Walkman looking to bank it up to Exalted. He will be able to get it to center. Now here comes Exalted. One-on-one here with Full Throttle Adderall. Exalted, nice poke check by Adderall. And he'll send Ninja Semi on the other way. He's checked though by Jay Walkman. But he's checked by Adderall again, wearing the Sonic Hedgehog head. As here comes Itano with the backhand. It's going to float on Roberto. A big save and rebound is covered. Wow. That one almost got away from him there as well. My goodness. So a massive save there for Roberino, who has faced 27 shots, which is not ideal if you're the Thunderbirds here against an offense like this where they've exploded for 3 goals and you've had no answer.
Whoa, go there.
Attempted shot there from Ninja Semyon is stopped, and Roberino finds it again, and he'll cover. Again, Comet, I think this won't be the ideal result here for the Thunderbirds. I mean, you only have 9 shots on Tornado, whereas the Winterhawks have absolutely dominated you with 28 shots, 3 goals in a span of probably about 2 minutes there. Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. Willie's going to have a tough time getting back into the series. This is going to be how they play the rest of the series.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how their adjustments come along. It probably doesn't help Exalted didn't join until the 2nd period, so that definitely does play a factor, I would say, in this one for the Thunderbirds, but again, not really an excuse for allowing almost 30 shots on Rob Reno. Now, again, he is an elite goaltender, but there's only so much an elite goaltender can do for you, and I think it's being proven right now as the Thunderbirds are going to go down in this one. 1-0. Series lead will be to the Winterhawks. 15.9 on the clock here. I think the goal here for the Thunderbirds is just to get to the end of this one, take a breath, and regroup to the next one. At least that would be my message to my team if I was in the playoffs right now. And if I was trailing, I would just say to them, listen, regroup, go to the next one, don't worry about this one. Let's take the good things we had in this game and move on.
Oh, yeah, that's all you can say to these guys.
Absolutely. As the final few seconds tick down, a penalty has been called on Jay Walkman here as he knocks down Full Throttle Adderall. Thunderbirds probably showing a little bit of frustration here, which again is not ideal considering this could have gone a lot worse. But again,
definitely could have.
Not an ideal result here for the Thunderbirds, who are looking to defend their Tier 1 crown. And here's Ninja Semyon off the face-off. He's checked by Seamed Hale, and that will do it. Mr. Tornado secures a 9-save shutout, and the St. John Winterhawks win game one. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. 3-0. And quite frankly, a dominating win in the third period. Well, folks, that is going to do it for day one. We are going to head to our post-game thoughts. So, Comet, even though you weren't here the whole time, what did you think of this one?
Wheeling's going to have to do a lot to get back into this series, especially if that's how Wheeling's going to perform. I would say Wheeling is one of, if not the best team coming into these playoffs. They are red hot, and it's going to take a lot.
Absolutely, and I think the Winterhawks proved that last game, winning against the Sabretooths and almost beating the Armada before that. Again, I'm kind of stunned at the Winterhawks there, but that was a crazy game as the Winterhawks exploded for offense there. But I think that's going to do it here for the first day of the BMHL Cup playoffs. Tomorrow will definitely be the Miami Tropics and the Gummy Express. And then who else? That'll be it, because then it'll just be back to Wheeling and St. John the next day. Alrighty, folks. Well, appreciate you tuning in to day one of the BMHL Cup playoffs. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.